Hey there, welcome back to another episode of the Dust 2 Project. Today we got a little bit of stuff to do, mainly prettying up the area with command blocks and showing you a new area of the map, which I've done with the carpenter blocks, and we're just going to pretty it up, add the sandstone and stuff textures today, and then work on it another day. I just want it to feel like it'll actually fit into the map. So if we just fly over here, this is the final corner of the map I've yet to do. I keep putting it off because I'm lazy, but I have all the carpenter blocks pretty much in place. There's still a row of buildings here and buildings here, which I will add later, but we have the floor and everything else set, so I think it is time to just texture everything, get this to be an actual slope, and have it be proper. So I'll be right back when this is all textured. Alright, so here's the area done for the most part with everything here. There's still these areas and buildings not done, and the temple is not done. The temple is going to be a major pain in the butt. It is a pretty big thing with a giant dome on top, and that'll just be annoying to do. But here is the area. I think it looks good. It looks nice. There's stuff there. There's houses there. There's a cart and stuff there. There's stuff up here a little bit, and there's houses across the road, and then like a little road going down that way. But that's about that. Now it's time to fly over this way and pretty up the area over here, the spawn and the two gun pickers, which in between episodes I did a lot of updates to it, so let me go through it. So each of these now gets rid of their respective gun types. So if I choose an AK, all of the assault rifle-esque things, all of the primary type weapons will be removed, along with pistols. It'll remove the deagle, then these will remove their own button, and then when you spawn in, it will place a block over here, which just runs through the system again and places all of the buttons back properly. It also works over here on T-side. I also added in a full spawn system, just so we have a better working system. This is it. So when all 5 players are spawned in, this is the 5th player. I don't know why I put on an accent for that. I just started speaking in an accent and started doing it. This is the 5th player, and it'll set a block. Over on this side, again, the 5th player will set a block. So when all 5 players are set in, both blocks will be here through a double block place checker. So if there's one there, it won't go. If there's one there, it won't go. But if they're both placed, it'll run through its message. So all players have spawned in. Game starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And then the 2 command blocks at the end will remove the blocks here, so you can start another round. Now, I haven't had the chance to start a whole nother round system yet. Once you plant the bomb, you sort of just gotta walk back to your area and then start again, which is not the best sort of system, because, again, the ammo and such, and you need that. Also, over here at spawn, I added in a brand new system for the rounds. There used to be a sign here, but it is not there anymore. I think I knocked it off. Green equals set, red equals unset. Make sure you only have 1 round setting set. All rounds unset means the rounds will go to the full 16. So every single round setting is red. That means they are unset, so it will go to 16. So if you want 3 rounds, you set the round and it turns green. And make sure you don't have any other rounds set, but if you don't want that, unset it, change it, like that. But say someone messes up and you go, okay guys, what do we want? And someone on your thing says, oh, I want to go to 12, but then someone's like, oh, I gotta go soon, and you go, okay, well, we'll set it to 3. Well, if the 3 is set, right, and you have the 12 set, it won't go to the 12 because the 3 is a long way before the 12. So maybe if you're just like, oh, well, we actually need to go to 12, but you forget to unset it, you're just going to end up going to 3. So how this works are these little command blocks over here. These command blocks simply just set blocks and then set the... Well, this is for the terrorist side. I haven't done the terrorist side yet. These 2 command blocks are for the terrorist side. And then they will set the blocks to their specific color. But how this works is the set button, or the unset button, like this, and the set button. The set button will come over here for 3 rounds, and in front of it, if it is here, there is no repeater here for it to keep going, and there is a block here, which will now power this, and it also sets a block here, which will tell that the terrorists have won. And then if it's pretty much the same for all of the other ones. You unset it, you set it to 9, you want 9 rounds, and you come over here, and if you want to check, make sure there's 9 rounds, this is 9 rounds, there's a block here, the redstone repeater is removed, and once you unset the block, once you unset the round, boop boop, if all of them are unset, there will all be repeaters that will be able to go to the very end. How it resets it is it just sets a redstone repeater back along with removing the block there, so there's no possible way it can actually reach that. Although I just broke it. There's no possible way it can actually reach that and say its message. But moving on, now we actually have to pertify this area. I really sort of went on a tangent there. I was just like, oh yes, this awesome system that I made, let me toot my own horn. But no, that was just me tooting my own horn about making a cool system that I thought was neat, and the gun selection system, which, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to judge if that was neat or not. So pretty much, I'm just going to go with the theme of the rest of the map. The rest of the map has these blue things all the way around, so I want each side to have the blue things. I think I want the floor to be marble, and then over here, pretty simple, we're going to do this. Right, we're going to do this. There doesn't need to be stuff in the middle, of course, because you're not going to be able to see these from this area. So pretty much on each corner, there will be one of the bobble things, but in each of these, I have one of these, and I have a smooth sandstone. No, I do not. Let me come down here, and do I have to fly over? Okay, yeah, I have to fly all the way over. Grab one. Alright, so pretty much each of these will just be styled in the same way the rest of the map is. And there's also this weird thing for item frames, so if you break it and you replace it quickly, it doesn't move. So that makes my life easier. That makes it a whole lot easier because I don't actually have to remove everything about it. I just sort of remove this and then go on my merry way. But pretty much, I think I want it to be really simple. I don't want there to be some, like, awesome thing. I was thinking about quartz for stuff, quartz for the rooms, but then the more I thought about it, it's like, okay, this is dust too, where's quartz? You know, there's no quartz, there's no, like, pearly whites in this map at all. Like, you will not find a very pearly white, so I thought it was just a silly idea to actually do that. So now we're just going for the theme of the rest of the map, because you don't want, like, them to spawn in and it's like, oh yeah, this room is so nice and bright and white and wow, geez, I am shocked. But then, like, they actually get it, and it's like, they actually get into the map and it's like this, because it's sort of like an unfair representation of the map, sort of, if you don't know what Dust 2 is. I just want the general map to have a perfect theme to it. I want everything to look the same, I want everything to have a theme, which in this case is the blue and the sandstone, which is all over the map, which is why I actually chose it, because again, it's all over the map. You're not going to argue that it's all over the map, because I can show you the entire map, and it has all of it everywhere. Case closed. But pretty much we're going to do this. We're going to fill all of this in, right? So just get a good wall. Let's just actually go like this. This will make my life easier. Like this. Just fill this in with this, and then we can wand it and have my life be a lot easier. Boop, 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 boop. And then wand it, and then come in here, and it looks good. Now, what type of marble do we want? I've been using this marble for everything, so I think this may be what we just use because it's easy, it's simple, it's good, and it fits a couple parts of the map. It fits the CT spawn, which I thought to myself, you know, the CT spawn, we could measure both in a specific area. You know, the CT could be modeled after the CT spawn, and the the T selection area could be the T spawn. Then I realized, how is that supposed to work? How's that supposed to work? Because the T spawn doesn't have anything exactly to it, and the CT spawn just sort of has this. So they're just going to look the same, and I'm going to be done with it. And of course we need some light in here, so we need some glowstone. That is no big deal. Glowstone. Glowstone. Glowstone dust. Boom. Boom. Like this. Boop. Here. 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 And why not here? So doop, 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 and then just fill it in with glowstone dust, so everybody has some nice lights, although I seem to have misplaced all of the carpenter blocks, so everybody has some nice lights. We may end up just throwing some in here as well, just to make sure everything is lit up, like this, and Oops, like this. Boop, boop. Okay, there we go, there we go. A lot better now, a lot better. So, everything is lit up. Now it is time to just grab these, which I'm just going to bring this across. I'm going to fly over here. Let's just get rid of this, load this, there we go. I'm going to fly over here to grab the dome parts. It's pretty much just a couple parts. I think it's like 3. It's like these blocks, these slabs, these pillars. There you go. Very, very simple. It's pretty much, if you don't know how to build a dome with microblocks, very simple. So these on each edge of your platform, we're just going to build a small dome. So each edge, then you go like this, and then fill it in the middle. So this, and then when you're actually done and you have everything sort of filled out like this, you have a circle, and that is that. So then add your pillars to the full slab of blocks like this. Then take your other slab blocks, or take your pillar blocks, and add it like this. So you have the pointy parts, well, sort of the pointy parts, just more of a rounded feel. So like this, boop, boop, boop. Yep, there we go. Boom. And then here, more slabs. Each of these gets a slab. So it's just a smaller circle and a circle. And then a notch, or pretty much just a little bit of a another little platform. Just fill in the circle like this. And then you take your slab and put it on top, and you got yourself a dome. You can see it from down there a little bit. It's just a little bit of a nice decoration, and that's that. So I'm going to finish up these, and then this side, and I will be right back. Alright, so now it is time to do the spawn area, and I have a decent idea. I have a good idea of what I want it to be and what I want it to look like. So first of all, let me just give you an update on these. Lowered them, got rid of the other 2 blue blocks, and I think it looks a lot nicer. You can see the domes, it doesn't feel as tall and weird, and of course they have their own signs. I did not include the marble in this sign because I thought I would go for a different thing, but just looking at it now, you know, I already did say we'll keep it the same, and it's a bit inane of me to go, oh yeah, we will keep it the same, and then change it. Although, I've said that multiple times in this series, and then proceeded to change the thing that I said. So, oops. I will add light to you later, I don't really mind right now. But now it is time for the spawn area. So the spawn area, pretty simple. Again, we're going with the same sort of theme. I already did the gamma blocks for this, for the door, because it didn't have these. Like, as you can see, this is plain sandstone, and this is the ridged sandstone on the top. So that is that, so I don't actually have to do anything with that, that'll be easy. So then everything else gets the ridge sandstone all the way around, and then the rest of it is just the plain sandstone. The floor is going to follow the marble pattern from the other areas, but there will be a lip on it which will follow the lip outside of the palace, or betons, pretty much, is if you want to call it just betons. Oops, oh no! Ah, I messed up. Okay, good. It's only like a little bit, jeez. This is supposed to be pure blocks. Pure white sandstone. Pure normal sandstone, pure sandstone. There we go. It's just supposed to be pure sandstone, and again the floor is going to follow the marble pattern from outside of tons, which I think will look pretty good. I'll have to go underneath you like this. Boop. And a boop. There we go. And then this side, of course, we always need both sides. I will re-add the signs. I'm planning on doing a Dust 2 logo in an area of this. I'm not really sure what area yet, so I can't be like, oh yeah, it'll go right here. Plus I need to actually figure out how to change it into a pixelated logo that actually looks decent, because turning a big logo into a smaller logo with just pixelated style things doesn't always fly well. So pretty much what I'm talking about is for the blocks, we will change these, into a small step like this, 3 on each side. Each of these will have their marble texture like this, and then on the edge we will do this. Except that is not that. That is not that. Boop, 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 boop. Each of these on the side will have their marble texture like this, and then in here and here. And it gives it a little bit of a lip. The rest of these get filled in with marble. And then the floor will be marble. We will light up this area. These should be marble because that just doesn't look right. There we go. The floor will all be marble. They have their signs. I have to re-add the signs, and again, the logo that I sort of plan on adding in. Then, let's just get rid of these. And I'll wand them in. There's the signs that I have to put up, which I broke in the process of making the walls, so there's more signs. There's a little bit of stuff there, like the information that I need to put in, so that shouldn't be that hard. Like this, boop, 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 and then boop. So then we take glowstone. Again, I seem to have thrown away my glowstone. Like this, and just light it up. Make sure everything is all nice and light. We'll throw a couple, like here. We'll just throw a couple in the background. Yep. Here we go. This, I think, this pillar right here, the one that I was in front of for a split second, will stay this, or maybe just like this. We will bring it out one, because I need this to be like a main focus thing. Like, you need to be focused on this pillar, because it will turn on the round counter. So, like, just round button. I will add more later. I'm just throwing these down so they're down and I don't have to forget about them later. Unset or set round count. There we go. And I want to add the CT and T microblocks, the Yigamo blocks, these little logos I made for the CT and T over here, but that means I have to change them, change their direction. You can't exactly change them that easily. Buttons go back. You can't exactly change them that easily. Let's change this. This doesn't please me. Let's just go like this, honestly. Like that. And then we'll add like that. Do. And then on the edges, we'll add back the pillar. Although that shouldn't be there. Yeah, add back the pillar on the edges, and there you go. You have a little bit of a spawn area. Ah, but then that doesn't look even. Fine. I don't want this to look weird and uneven, so let's just add it to this side as well. No, back one. Back one like this. Yeah, back one like that. I just don't want things to look uneven and look weird. Do. Boop, boop, boop. And there. So, one problem I have with the spawn right now, just this little tiny issue. If you look up, you see the command blocks. I'm not sure if I want them to be there. I don't know if I should let the people see the command blocks. I may just MC edit this away a little bit, move it away, or add a roof to this. I'm just not sure if I want them to look up and see this, or like part of the map over there. So that might be some choices I have to make off camera. But for right now, you can see the domes. Oh, and this thing. That thing right there. I don't want them to see that. Can we just hide that in a dome? Nah. I'll just move that. That's easy enough to move. Jeez. I'm trying to make it seem like it's a big deal. No, I'm just moving it a couple blocks. I'm not sure if I want them to look up, but so far I like this. Maybe like a logo here. Some like creator information over here. I'm not really sure. Just rough draft. I just wanted to make things look pretty. All of the information will be set in earlier or later. Then we have the gun selection screens over here, which I wish there was different ways to display information. Like, I wish I could add maps with, like, the gun thing. Like, you can preview a gun and all of its stats, but I don't know if the mod creator, I don't know if Flans, the mod creator of Flans gun mod, followed the stats from Counter-Strike or a completely different gun set. I don't know if they have their own special sets, so I can't just follow off CSGO and be like, oh yeah, it's exactly this. So, that's a bit of a rough choice for me. That would involve making 12, 24, like 25, 26 maps just for all of the guns. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 maps. And that is just not worth it because that is 27 separate areas. And because I believe they will automatically update if a change is made in the area, if they're on the item frame, or you might have to fly back over to them. But I just don't want that happening. I don't want the possibility of like making a whole one and then changing it to display a different one, and then the one I just made changes because it updated. So that's the spawn area. Those are the gun selection things. This is the area outside of B-Tons. Next episode will probably be the next episode will probably be B-Tons. That was a lot of B's. And then we will work on the buildings. Again, I said a lot of the buildings over here are recopied from over there, so I will work on that off camera. Next episode, you'll probably see a lot more buildings over here, because next episode we'll work on B-Tons, but there will be buildings over here because those are spare time buildings. And that's about it for this episode. I'm sorry if it came off short. I don't really know the time. It just feels short to me, so if it didn't, good. If it does, I'm sorry, but I will see you in the next video. Remember, stay fancy, and peace out. Bye-bye.